Hi guys. So my last video was a bit intense. It was very I actually really enjoyed reading the comments on that one too. There was a lot of really nice stuff, and I know I don't reply to them because I don't really feel like I can really say what I want to in a message. So like if I did reply to people, it'd be either through like in real life usually. So like that I don't really reply to them, but I do want to put it out there that I really appreciate them. And even though it's like this is kind of like a documentation, it also, it's my life, and it does have an effect on me when I read a really nice comment or someone's relating with what I'm going through, and I really appreciate that. But this video, I kind of wanted to talk about a little bit about that party that I went to that afternoon, or well, it was yesterday. And yesterday afternoon, I went to a party, and I really put myself out there, and I was myself. I was just like, I got in the right mindset, and I was just myself, and it went amazing. It was maybe the one of the best experiences ever for me. Like, I got along with everybody, and I didn't feel like I was masking. And I mean, that's probably a lot of people, that's probably just a normal everyday life for them, but for me that was like, it was pretty great. And yeah, I even ended up making some new friends, and I met a girl there, and we talked for a while and smoked a roll up together and just chatted. And then I got her Instagram, so I want to ask her out. And so we were hanging out and talking, and like, I think there was that tension there and that party culture where like, this is like, generally for most people, this is when you would make a move or something like that. But I mean, I had drinking a little bit, not that much, but like a little bit, and it was at a party, and we had just met. So I was thinking about it as we were talking, and it just kind of went through the process in my head where like, if I had made a move, it would have just been like very hookup culturally, which I'm not saying I think there's too much wrong with that, but I'm saying that I would much rather wait and then ask her on a date later on, because I know she was kind of trying to give me signals in that, or I think she was. But I think I'd much rather go on a date with her, because I just really enjoyed talking to her, and I think she's a really cool person. So instead of that, I got her Insta, and I think I'm gonna ask her out maybe today for tomorrow, or something like that. I don't know. But yeah. So it was a really good party, and it showed progress. Or I've been able to do things like that before, like just be myself, but this time it felt very authentic, and that's really big. And like, I was just in the moment. But I've kind of been relapsing today. Like, I've been thinking about this girl a lot, and where like, it's like I wake up every morning, it resets, and I have to do the work to get my self-worth back, because it's like I think about her, and I'm just like, why would she ever want to, be around a guy like me? Like, and why should I, like, a good way to explain it is how normal people see famous people. Like, how you would see an actor and be like, wow, they're so far above me. That's how I see everyone when I have low self-worth. And I really I really want to try and make things work, or like at least ask her out on a date. But I feel like I don't know if I can be consistent. with who I am. And obviously you can't date someone if you're not consistent with who you are, because they'll like you for who you are, and then if you can't be consistent, it's like I don't think it will work. But yeah, so I've just been kind of a bit sad today, just because, and I've just been thinking about that a lot. And every time I think of maybe it could work out, then that little voice in my head just says, you don't deserve it. You don't deserve anyone. You don't deserve to have a relationship. She wouldn't care about you, or she wouldn't kind of like who you are. And it's just like, I don't know, I feel like one of the reasons I wanted to make this video is to talk about it a little bit, because I think maybe if I talk about it, then I might be able to process it a bit better. Because I don't know, it's just like things are finally getting closer to going right for me, and I'm about to ruin them all. And yeah, and I don't want to. I don't want things to go back to how they were, but yeah. But I gotta remember to stay out of my head and just go for it. I just gotta not think about it too much. I just gotta do it. Just be in the moment. I'm trying to just be in the moment, but oh man, the shame. Because anything I do when I'm in the moment, I'm not thinking about the future consequences or the past plans. I'm just being in the moment, but anything I do just brings shame. I just want to scroll on my phone a little bit. I just want to play a game. I just shame myself for that. It's so much self-hate, and kind of low self-worth comes with the self-hate, and I just it makes things so hard to be in the moment when there's constantly that voice on your shoulder telling you that you're rubbish, and trying to make you feel bad for doing normal things. And then comes in the part where I start picturing a version of myself that I think is so much better, and maybe a version of me who can always be confident and have so much money and play the guitar and very fit. And even though that's not who I am and who I want to be, it's like I put that picture of myself in my head, and it kind of feels good. It kind of feels good to picture myself like that, because I'm picturing myself with a perfect life. And it's like, how could you ever go on a date like how you are now? You're such rubbish. If you could achieve this person you're thinking of, if you could be like them, then maybe that girl would want to date you. But right now, look at you. Look how different you are from this person you're imagining. And so I really gotta get it in my head to stop thinking so much. And also, I need to remember that, if she's willing to put out signals and spend 2 hours sitting on a porch, smoking a cigar and or not a cigar, it was like a roll up, but yeah, and we were just talking, and then we really clicked, and she said it's like does she just say yes to doing the Instagram because she feels bad for me or something? And I tell myself that, and I put myself down, and then it's like, I know that's not true, because I know she wouldn't have given me her Instagram if she didn't, or she wouldn't have talked to me for 2 hours and like, kind of, as I said, give signals if she didn't enjoy like being around me and who I was. So I have to remember the logic of it and not think about it too much, because I feel like my brain is just trying to sabotage me. I feel like, yeah. And I know how to work around the self-hate and the little guy on my shoulder telling me I'm rubbish and that I could be better and that I could be like this. Yeah. And I can work around it, but I just want to get rid of it. I just want to be like everyone else who can just be themselves, because I look at the problems they have and I think, I know it's kind of ignorant and kind of the grass is greener, but I look at the problems they have and I said, I wish that was my problem. Because if I'm just being who I am and doing what I'm going to do, that's the biggest thing for me, because that's following my life path. And whatever problem comes, that's a problem I can accept and work past, because it's along the path of my life. But now it's like I'm not being myself and I'm not taking the path I feel I should be taking. So it's like anything that bad happens is my fault for not being myself. It's like a paradox. I can't live the life I want to, and every problem is horrible because I just can't solve this one sliver of a problem, which is just being myself. And what makes it worse is it looks like everybody around me can solve it too. Everybody's just being themselves confidently. It's like, it just makes it worse, the shame and that. So I'm just gonna keep trying to live in the moment, I guess, and do things I enjoy, and yeah. The date is the 20th of December 2025, and I'm on Christmas break for my job, so I'm not working anymore. I'm still working on selling all my stuff on Facebook Marketplace and Trade Me and all that. So I just want to sell everything I have. I want everything to be gone. And then I want to move out of this environment, out of all the people who have expectations of me, and this environment that has so many triggers that make me feel so much shame. And on top of that, it's very based from my high school, because I made a video about how I dropped out of high school, but I didn't talk too much about it. But it was the worst couple of years in my entire life. This is where it all started. Before high school, I was usually being myself. High school is where it all went to shit, and I destroyed my sense of self. I lost who I was. I lost friends. I lost so much of the person I am in high school. And so when I see people from my high school, it kind of just hits me. I just feel like my chest sink. Like, usually how people describe it when they see like an old ex that they used to be in love with, and now they see them walking on the street and their heart like sinks. When that happens to me every time I see someone from my high school. And I live in a small town, and it's just like it just like the feeling overwhelms me. I just want to start crying, It's like, and it reminds me of back then when it was really bad. I'll talk more about my high school experience in a different video once I've kind of thought it over a little bit, just because I can't really get off the top of my head. I've blocked a lot of it out. But yeah. So once I get everything sold, I can leave. I can do anything. I just want to leave the country or leave this house. I want to leave this town, I want to leave. I just want to leave. I can't have all this stuff tying me back, because, yeah. But yeah. So that's what's going on with me. That's the end of the video. I hope everyone has a Merry Christmas.